What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Fox Chamber. And as you can see from the thumbnail, we finna look at something nasty, fellas. Ladies and gents, we finna look at something nasty. But to start things off, he's been on the channel before, and you might have seen him. I'll throw a clip up right here.
2017 GT350, 5.2 liter V8. It's rated at about 540 horses. Some of the 2017s were rated at 526. I had this one dynoed, it's at 540.
How fast have you had it so far?
I've had it maxed out at 200 miles an hour.
And that was in Mexico though, right?
We ain't gonna tell you where that was.
But now, without any further ado, we're gonna introduce you to, and back again, like I said, to JJ and his GT500.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm back again. It's JJ. This time I got my 2020 GT500, 5.2 liter V8 Predator motor, 760 horsepower, dual clutch transmission. Now I know what everybody likes to say. Where's the third pedal? It doesn't have a third pedal in this one. It's a automatic, but not in the typical sense of an automatic. Dual clutch transmission has been around a long time. They use it in F1 Formula cars, but the enthusiast in me loves a stick.
Yes, sir.
I love it. I'm an old school guy, but don't get me wrong, this one outperforms it. It really does. I know some of y'all are gonna say it doesn't, but it really does. For people that really don't know what a dual clutch transmission is, it's considered the best of both worlds, honestly. It's not quite an automatic in a typical sense, and not quite a manual in a typical sense. It has all the inner workings of a manual, only automated. Has two different clutches, like it says, dual clutch transmission. One clutch handles the odd gears, the other clutch handles the even gears.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yes, that's how it works. So at any given time, one clutch is ready to engage while the other one's at rest.
Sweet. So
one clutch handles 2, 4, 6, and reverse, the other clutch handles 1, 3, 5, and 7. This is a 7-clutch manual, and it's really good for even for people that love stick shifts. It's really good. It has a whole lot of different features in it. Some of them we'll be able to get into this time, some of them we won't. Right now it's not set up for the track, but it only takes a few minutes to actually set it up for the track. My spoiler, I actually have another gurney flap for the spoiler that sets it up for the track. It's in the trunk right now. And there's a few other things that you have to set up for the track, and maybe we'll just go over those just a little bit. Up under the hood, you can see I have the louvers. Up under there's a rain tray. So I would take that rain tray out, and that'll be a little bit more set up for the track. Do I plan on taking this one to the track? Maybe so, maybe not. I don't know. But right now, I'm just enjoying driving it, and I'm having a good time with it, learning about the car. And some of you say, well, it's a 2020, it's 2 years old. 20, 21, 22, honestly, it's the same car, just some cosmetic differences, some colors they offer that they didn't offer in the 20. And the way the different packages are handled. I opted for just the technology package, so I guess we'll get in this bad boy in a few minutes and see what she can do.
Y'all, this is the pinnacle of Mustang ownership. I just want to let you know that right now. 2020 GT500. I mean, as you heard from the stats that he was giving me, this car is amazing. I mean, this car, other than just driving itself, does everything. But right now, we're going to take a peek at the engine and get a startup here shortly. And it's not going to be a cold startup because we had to bring it here, of course. But we're going to get a look at the engine. We're going to get a look at the interior. Take this bad boy down the road to see what this thing has got up under this thing. But y'all, this is nice. I'm telling you, this is nice.
No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
one more thing that I forgot to mention, this masterpiece right here is a daily driver.
What? Bro, I'm out, man.
Yes, this is a daily driver. No garage queens here, y'all. This bad boy hits the road. I see this car every day at work. I got that pleasure of seeing this thing every day. And this is a daily driver. As I said, no garage queens here, bud. No garage queens. And so now we're finna get a start up on this bad boy, and then we're gonna head down the road to see what this thing can do. Y'all can't tell me that ain't sexy right there. You cannot tell me that ain't sexy. Well, all right, right now we are finna ready to go down the road and take this bad boy for a spin. My first time in a GT500, and this right here, it's gonna be a nice ride. I'm about to lock up the Cobra and we're finna go on a ride. All right, we about to hit the highway. Ain't that a song or something? About to hit the highway?
Life is a highway. That's
it, life is a highway. I knew that sounded kind of familiar. But we about to hit the highway. My first time in a GT500. And, you know, already, this is an amazing car. Just in the little bit of riding I've been doing just this past minute or so. You know, and I rode in his GT350, and it was amazing also. But this one right here has a lot more horsepower, a lot more bells and whistles. Wow. Dude, you cannot outshift this car.
No, you can't.
There's no way you can outshift it.
You cannot outshift it. So it went from, it literally shifts at like 80 milliseconds. Jeez. So from the point that I hit the accelerator, by the time you got a word out your mouth, I was in 7th gear at 80 miles an hour.
Wow. See, just that fast. I know people hate on automatics, but if you are a race enthusiast or you do any kind of racing, you know that an automatic is the way to go when it comes to shifting gears or when it comes to racing down the track, because you can't outperform an automatic or a built automatic.
This one is different than a typical automatic. It doesn't have a torque converter.
Oh, nice.
So everything is pretty much instant. And there's different features of the car. I can play with, the paddles are all magnesium.
Right.
And they're wired straight to the transmission. So everything is instant. So I can do, like right now, we're in normal road. We're at 70 miles an hour. We're just kind of cruising along. And if I want to pass somebody, I don't have to hit the button down here and put it in manual mode. I can put it in what we call temporary manual mode.
Right.
And all I got to do is hit a paddle. And once I hit a paddle, it'll downshift. And then when I finish, let go, and a timer will start to go. And if I leave it alone and straight, it goes away. And now I'm back in full automatic mode.
So I told you, this thing does the thinking for itself.
It does. It really does. All Mustang owners like to rev up the engine and play.
Yes, yes.
Well, to do that in a manual, all you had to do was pop it into neutral. Same thing with this one, but you don't want to have to reach down here and turn it into neutral. Right. So all I got to do is hold both paddles, and it'll go into temporary neutral. And let go.
That is wild. You get some of your same manual features, as in you can rev the engine, kind of show out a little bit, like yes. We know how to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Driving this car is really fun. It has 5 different modes. It has normal mode, it has sport mode, track mode, drag mode, and slippery mode. I usually drive it honestly just in normal mode because normal is enough for me. I mean,
yeah, normal's good. Yeah.
My configuration is usually I drive it in normal mode with track exhaust.
Okay, and that's the loudest?
That's the loudest. Track exhaust is the loudest, and it actually has a quiet mode. And when I say it's quiet, because that's it. I mean, that's as quiet as it'll get.
Wow.
You also have a My mode on here where you set it up exactly how you want it, and it'll hold it, it'll remember it, and you just put it on My mode, and it goes into that mode.
Oh,
exactly how you want it set up.
Oh, so you can make this thing completely custom to your driving, what you want to feel when you're driving.
Yes, what you want to feel when you're driving. And everything's pretty much controlled from the steering wheel. You don't even have to look down. The radio's controlled completely from the steering wheel. Everything is.
Nice.
If you've been driving a stick shift as long as I have, sometimes you forget when you park, you got to put this thing in park.
Yeah.
If I shut it off right now, it'll automatically go into park.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
And it'll let you know. I just put it in park for you.
Very, very comfortable. I mean, I'm leg room, I'm stretched all the way out. I mean, I'm not in a bind or anything. I'm sitting just as relaxed as I want to be.
I've taken it on a long trip already, you know, well, not really a long trip, 3-4 hours long trip. And I've had 0 issues with comfort, anything. So right now we're in normal mode. So I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna switch it. That's my mode, that's the mode I was talking about. But I'm gonna change it into sport, and the cluster's gonna change.
Nice.
As you can see, the RPMs have changed. And this mode allows me to be more aggressive with the car if I choose to.
Oh, that is nice.
Track mode, it changes again. Tells you see the track manual. Changes again, allows me to set the RPM range if I want to. Right now you can see the little orange line. It's set at 3,000. It'll shift at 3,000 every single time. I can adjust that if I want to for higher or lower, however you want to do it. Same thing with drag mode.
Yo, check that out.
Those are my my other options. So right now it's in track mode. Haven't really played with track mode a lot, but once again, it's set at 3,000 RPM to shift. If I wanted to, I can make it longer or shorter. Either way, man.
As y'all can see, that is nice. I mean, you can have it shift where you want to shift it at. If you're racing your GT500, I mean, you got a built race car. Gosh, dog.
And those shifts you hear are just lightning quick. There's no torque interruption during the shifts.
Good gracious. I mean, it shifts like bam, bam, bam.
Yes. Professional drivers have taken this car on the track and had it in full automatic mode and then used it in manual mode. And honestly, their times were almost identical. If I'm not mistaken, I read that they're coming out with a King of the Road edition. Shelby GT500. And supposedly it's supposed to have 900 horses in it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's gonna be King of the Road right there, no doubt. They come up with something like that.
So, I don't know if it's actually went into production yet, but just a little something that I read.
Yeah, and if y'all heard anything about that King of the Road GT500 edition, y'all hit me up in the comments and let me know what y'all done heard on it.
That might be my bucket list car.
Yeah.
Had a GT500 and a GT500 King of the Road edition sitting in the same garage.
God, right side by side.
Side by side.
Ooh.
But I was able to look up at a small town dealership that I just looked up and found one day, just riding around, and I was like, oh. And he was like, you can have it right now. The markup's not gonna be that bad. And it really wasn't. And I told him, hey, give it to me. And if you're looking for economy in cars, this is not the car for you. This Joker drinks gas. Want you to know that. Gets about 14 miles a gallon. Somewhere around in there in the city. Maybe 16, maybe 17 on the highway.
Oh. So, you know, if you're looking at buying one of these, gas mileage shouldn't even be in your vocabulary.
That's right.
You shouldn't even be looking at it.
Yes.
All right, y'all. We about to do something that might be a financial mistake, letting me drive this thing, because I don't think my wallets can reach out and go back to the bank and ask these jokers for another $100,000, because I want to get one for myself. But oh my goodness, you know, the thing is, I just about feel like a superhero right now. I mean, I got my Superman cape on. I just put it on, and that's what I feel right now. Like I'm a doggone superhero. Hey y'all, already first thing I did, my left leg went up looking for the clutch. Already, I know that it's gonna be, you know, muscle memory. Yeah, that's a big thing, y'all. That's real. And I'm used to the knob because I got one in my Ram, but never in a sports car this nice. So, and it's in normal mode right now?
It's in normal mode right now. This is crazy. I've never sat over here.
I know that looks weird, don't it?
This is new for me. It's kind of weird looking. And these big old brakes that it has on here, you need them.
Yeah, just stopping just then, I could feel them grab. You know, and I was just barely getting on it.
The fun part for me is when you slow down and it downshifts, you'll feel it.
Yo, this car takes off so effortlessly. I mean, just barely foot on the gas, the weight of my foot basically, and I'm leaving.
I mean, it is super responsive.
Oh, I can tell. I mean, I'm just barely on the gas. I mean, I might have it pushed maybe an inch, it seems. Let me see. Yeah, about an inch. I'm doing 60. I still got about 10 inches to push this thing in. So y'all do the math on that. Wow. This thing feels great.
I know, like when they come out with cars and they tell you it's, you know, the pinnacle of muscle car performance, and you're kind of like, okay, you're just trying to get me to buy the car.
Yeah, a lot of that said just to get you in. But until you sit behind the wheel and just feel the responsiveness and the acceleration, that, you know, they weren't lying when they said it.
I don't know what to do with myself over here.
I know, you kind of just like, I don't know where to put my hands at it. I love the steering wheel. That's suede.
You know what? I believe it is.
Good gosh, that feels great. But you got 760 horses at your disposal at any given time to get through traffic, get somewhere where you're going pretty quick.
It's just a fun car to drive.
Yeah.
And sometimes, don't get me wrong, I miss my third pedal. But in the grand scheme of things, don't kill me out there, people. I kind of like this one a little bit better. It has another little fun feature that it does, and it worried me when I first heard it. I was at a stoplight and I heard it hiss. And I'm like, what in the world is that? So I got to doing some research, and what it's doing, it's shooting coolant into the clutches.
Oh,
to cool the clutches down. Because I ain't gonna lie, it scared the crap out of me at first.
It would. I mean, because if I heard something odd like that you don't ever hear on any other car, that would kind of put you on alert, thinking that something's going sideways.
Yes, in a brand new car, I was getting upset. Got to doing some research before I went back down to the dealership and, you know, raise hell, so I wouldn't look stupid. It was like, nope, it's completely normal. This is why it does it. Oh, well then. Okay then.
Oh, we're good now. Oh, it's kind of taking care of itself, basically.
Yes.
Now, so if y'all looking for a Mustang to get, and your pockets is able to withstand it, this is a must-have purchase. we're gonna go ahead and close this bad boy on out on this high note and take a few more shots. Y'all gonna see what it looks like from the outside when I get done in the editing room and all that good stuff. So, hey, comment down below what you think about the 2020 GT500. Yes, I know there's been a lot of other reviews out there, but this is my review. My first time in it, my first time behind the wheel, and me checking it out up close and personal for the first time. Amazing car, loved it inside and out. So, hey y'all, if you like that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notifications bells and get that fresh stuff when it comes out, and we'll see you later.